Hello and greetings, everyone. This is Silver-Quill welcoming you once again to Fulfillment Friday. And I hope it's a very good Friday for you all, possibly a Saturday, on account of this silly curved world. But, hey, we're on it, and we're trucking through it, including through September, which I gotta tell you is something of a long haul for me. I'll tell you more about it shortly, but first I got some people to greet. First off, MLP Trinary. Ever present, ever faithful, I appreciate it, Trinary, and it's always good to see you. Super Godzilla X Vlogs. That sounds like an interesting thing, but are you really vlogging as Godzilla? I'd like to see that vlog. Peppermint Presents and Enderpup. Sound like I said Enderpump. Nope, Enderpup. Jude 3300, Komodo Steel. Volpecula Einfield, good to see you. I'm doing well, but as I say, more about this here September stigma. Forthcoming. DBZ Doctor Who and Cindy Helms. Brian Luna. And Pokemon Fire Eevee. Cherry Fluffbelly Official. And let's see, Prince Apollo, who's currently playing Cyberpunk 2077. Funny enough, I just watched the anime based on Cyberpunk. And it was really good. Courtney Shape Media, Hito Chung, Cosmeta Inspira, and Gaiety. And let's see, got a few more folks who just joined in. Nathan Duazo, Bubba Brick, Khalid Hussein, Mia Leclue, Gojlai 91, Lunar Brony, and AJ Pearson of Toon Paradise, and Jakob von Tokar. Good to see you. And let's see here. Oh dear, and then there's a screen name I don't think I can pronounce. I would give great offense if I tried. So my apologies, but hi, back at you. Oh my. You know, there are times I feel like I should study more languages, but I'm pretty set on bad English. That's about the limit of my speech. And on the Twitch, we have Blue Griffin Azora. Gojline 81 is there as well. To Pig Boss 99. Gaffergon. Oh, not flying today. Ground in MSFS. Milwaukee. No? I forget which airport that is. And Hunting Rangers 123. Currently getting some rest after recording videos on playing Wizard 101. Ooh, a Let's Play channel. Well, yeah. Folks don't realize it, but Let's Plays involve a great deal of work, not just in setting up a recording and being lively on as you play, but also the editing and making sure you have the right sound quality. So never take it for granted. Never, ever, ever. Good Lord. Enderpup is doing art in college. We talked about the banana taped to the wall for $150,000. Honestly, there are times where I feel like you just do something random and you can walk backwards from there to give it meaning. I don't know how a banana taped to the wall applies to anyone other than folks who like bananas, but I'm sure there's some meaning behind it. I'm not sure if it's fully applicable. In fact, just recently there was a fashion line supposedly inspired by My Little Pony featured on Equestria Daily. And for the life of me, I couldn't see the resemblance. I mean, the Rainbow Dash didn't look that much like Rainbow Dash. They said that Fluttershy's Cutie Mark was inspired the jeans, even though I thought they were the different color. So the inspiration is likely there. I am certainly not calling the artist a liar or trying to mislead us, but the references are so subtle, I think they could easily be overlooked. So what am I doing and why am I complaining about September? Well, folks, September and I have a tumultuous relationship. Events across multiple years all seem to happen during September. There is, of course, the national tragedy of 9/11. And I greatly appreciate everyone's respect on that day when I didn't post a pun and talked about just remembering that day. Folks shared their own experience, many of whom were very young at the time, and folks who lived through it, who were born after it. So it is a part of our history, but it's made me appreciate that history hits differently as you get older. I think you gain a better appreciation for it, which is, again, why I feel like history classes are off target in making you remember dates and factoids. It's more about, well, history is the lab in which we study human behavior. And I think it's more important to try and see what happened then that is relevant now. How can we better understand ourselves now if we look to the past? Anywho, let's see here. So September, personal loss. Both my grandmothers passed away in September, as did 2 of my 3 golden retrievers. When I worked for customer service, September was an insane month as they tried to close out the third quarter and get ready for the ever busy fourth. So, and it's always just had, well, it's also got the changing of the seasons. So you get a little bit of seasonal affective disorder if you're like myself. In fact, it's gray and raining here in Colorado right now. So not an easy thing to get the energy. My hope this morning was to do a little writing for myself and go to this really nice cafe that has good chai and also makes crepes. But the rain was for so many people in, there wasn't a seat available. I had to get my crepe to go, and, well, I just thought, crepe. Oh, Komodo Steel, you too both lost your grandparents in December. Oh, let's see here. And Yaka, you're doing a playthrough with Norman Sanzo on Guild Wars 2. That's the process of editing a Let's Play. I mean, you've got to select all the highlights, the really fun stuff. And, well, that partly requires you to be lively. I watch mostly Neebs Gaming and their various Let's Plays of absurdity, and sometimes Let's Plays of Destiny 2, especially on the raids. Go July 91, you lost your cat in August. I can empathize. I'm more a dog person, but the loss of a pet is never easy. And, well, so now we must ask, what am I doing now? Well, lots of stuff. Some might say too much. It's been a demanding week where I've been trying to help a lot of folks, not taking a lot of time for myself, which is a very unhealthy thing to do. Got to give yourself a break every now and again. But I will try to do that after I do this. A friend of mine who is also my friend, the Kaiju no Kami, who is working on a review of the Sentai series Kyoruger, which became, which was it? Is it Dino Fury or Dino Blast? There's so many dinos now in the Power Rangers franchise. Also, thank you, Trinary. I appreciate the donation. I should turn on the audio so you can hear what I'm editing. But I feel like it was Dino Thunder. It was the one where the dinosaurs have giant batteries that they chomp on to combine. But this is the Japanese Sentai, the original that started it, and it's, well, a very different one. So let's see here. I need, first things first, he asked me to make a pun for each of the main mecha and all the giant robot dinosaurs. Sequence, yes. So I need to work on that because I'll be joining them tomorrow, and I want to have this ready to go. Although I've already made a mistake, I shouldn't set the frame rate for this to 30 seconds. Sequence, 24 frames per second. Thank you very much. Much better. And a start time. This is a holdover for when I worked in video production for national news probably not a national news any of you saw, though. It was on a show called World Report. And what else was it? On HDNet. That was a good long time ago. Here we go. Just 5 seconds of black video to help get us to that 1 minute mark. And then we can start. Now, I can't use any music from Kyoruger. That would not go over well with YouTube's copyright. But through the magic of online music libraries and a license fee, library licensing fee, I can play other music. Let's see here. Khalid, you're wondering if you think someone will die in Beyond the Spider-Verse. Well, Beyond, let's see here. There was Into the Spider-Verse, Across, and now Beyond. I'm fairly confident that you can't have stakes that high and preserve every life. But we don't know. And that's what we're waiting on. And you know what? As much as I wish they could release the movie next year and the cliffhanger, I appreciate that they need to give people more time to do this to perfection without burning them out from tight deadlines every 5 seconds. So patience is our friend in this case, and we want to support the studio that made such great films by giving them the time to do it. So here we go. A little carnival music. Okay, so let's just start right about here. So that's just the start. I'm not going to give the full 30 seconds like I do my weekday puns, because those, yeah, you sort of hang waiting for them to go. But let's see here. Juden Sentai Kyoruger. No, I want to pause. Juden Sentai. Juden Sentai. Juden. I don't really know what that translates to in Japanese. But Juden Sentai. Kyoruger. You know, if I ever scrub backwards through an audio file and I suddenly hear a demonic message, I'm going to just wonder to myself, what was I doing that night? Uh-oh. Gaffergon, you're feeling under the weather? I'm sorry. Well, hopefully we can offer some entertainment. Let's see. And to Pig Boss, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is coming to the Switch. I wonder what Mario will have to say about that. Also, welcome to Parker Boots. Glad to have you over on the Twitch. Blue Griffin, in truth, I don't know the true difference between a carnivale and a carnival. It's probably carnivale in the theme of Kyoruger. But this is what I got. So now I need to see if I can edit this. Edit in Adobe Audition. You're getting the full Adobe suite tonight, folks. And that might not be so sweet. I'm funny. Oh, I'm trying to also come over here to turn on the fan. Because I figure this is going to make things a little hot under the collar. Sure. All right, effects. Now, how can I do this? I know that there's somewhere in here a crowd. Special distortion. Time and pitch. Crowd. Help, I know there's a crowd. Or group. Or is it chorus? Modulation. Okay. Modulation. Chorus. Presets. Well, let's see what you got. 5 voices, 10 voices. Oh, good Lord. What are 10 voices like? Kyoruger! 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 Welcome to the brainwash part of the video. This is where I make you all just repeat that over and over again. Good Lord. Let's add a little silence at the end. Let's say just 2 seconds of silence. Remind me later about the fan control. Come on, computer. Let's be professional about this. Now, I need a little... Right now, it just sounds like me echoing, like, you know, at a monster truck rally. Let's see if I increase the delay rate. I'm not much of an audio engineer, so this is mostly just trial and multiple errors. Yeah, maybe a little more delay time. Try it now. Spread. Well, let's spread it some more. Okay, that's a little bit better. That at least feels like multiple people. That was a little different. You know what? Let's roll with that. I'm trying to keep this nice and simple. Oops, guess I shouldn't have deleted. I shouldn't have deleted before I applied. Modulation. Yowza! Let's also bring that down a little. Anything that goes off the charts is too much. A little bit more time. Modulation, chorus, apply. And bring it down. I don't mean to be a bring down, but it's September. You bring me down, man. There we go. And save. There we go. This concludes the audio portion, I hope. Let's see here. Brian Luna, professional on this stream. You raise a good point. And hello, Noah Harris. Good to have you here. Renamon565. I'm not self-taught at art or programs. It's equal parts. I did some art classes, and also I just learned Illustrator as I went along in life. Sometimes learning from my coworkers, sometimes just pulling up a YouTube video. I can say that my education took place before YouTube was even a thing. And, well, I just learned the best I could, but it got a lot easier once YouTube and people's tutorials were on the scene.
Puns.
So, honestly, you learn a lot as you go, and you try to bring that together. So let's just give this a quick listen. I want to make sure you all can hear it as well.
Juden Sentai. Puns.
Maybe you can hear it easier if I tone down the music.
Juden Sentai. Puns.
Okay, I'm going to take away the pause between...
Juden Sentai. Puns.
There we go. Okay, now at this point, we want to fade this out. So I want to get away from this high carnivale music. And this is where the talking starts. Again, just getting a sampling. We'll see how this all comes together. No, not quite. That doesn't work for me. But if I extend... So if it's kind of visual. I'm trying just to line up the waveforms, these little, well, I guess that's how the only way to describe them, these little what looks like sort of a topographic map. You know, you got the valleys and mountaintops. That's the sound of the music, and I'm trying to get it so that it looks like even though there's a split, the terrain is even.
Juden Sentai.
If I just move it off one bit.
Punch.
And then copy, paste the volume level. And an audio transition of constant power. This means that while they fade across one another, it doesn't dip the sound as it would with other transitions.
Sentai. Punch.
Good. Alrighty, let's bring in our background now. William Ganes, I am sorry, but I haven't looked at Starfield yet. I took a look at Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It is the background. It is the anime that is meant to accompany 2077. Now, I heard about all the flack the game was getting on release for its multiple bugs. I don't know what state the game is in now, but Edge Runners is a lot of fun. It is a tragic story, but a very human one, and I think that's important especially in a game that relies so much on cyberpunk. When you can't tell where the machine stops and the human begins, it's very important to have a human story. Alrighty, so I got my background. And now I need the Kyoruger title, which thankfully I don't have to replicate, because them's a lot of sparks. Get a real charge out of this one. Pardon me, I have a glass in front of my soundboard. Nathan Durazo, I'm sorry for the loss, but you know, I'm glad that you appreciate quality time, but also don't be hard on yourself. People, sadly, there's never enough. I wish we could all say that we spent just the right amount of time with our loved ones before we say goodbye, but I think the truth is you're never really going to say, okay, yeah, that was the right amount. So I was like, I will always have wished for more. That said, I'm very glad that you're mindful of that. Let's see here. Noah Harris, what is an airplane's favorite princess? Ariel. Very nice. Now, let's see here. We're going to start off.
Juden Sentai.
We're going to have Kyoruger be right there and right there, but I want it so big. I want this to be totally in your face.
Juden Sentai.
Alrighty. Now, I'd like a little... I think I have a dust. Silver-Quill. Whoop, no, we don't need an after-the-fact live. I have this many things named after me. I'm probably a narcissist for this. Let's see here. Video files. Dust? Be very impressed. Or is it Cloud? Fight Cloud. No. Or is it a Puff? Well, gosh darn. What was the video file I've used in the past? Seems I've been doing this so long my memory is failing me. Let's take a look here. Big explosion? Nope. Nuclear flamethrower. A lot of explosion themed here. I actually should have all these. Fire alpha, fireworks, old damaged film, single firework, explosion, ice pattern, confetti. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Man, really thought I had some dust to throw on there. Explosion and smoke. You know what? I think this might actually be a workaround. It ain't exactly what I want, but, well, you work with what you got, and necessity is the mother of innovation. So, oddly, I'm not going to take the explosion. I'm going to take the mat. And let's see here. Gonna put this right, yeah. And we gotta speed it up because it is way too long. Speed, speed, speed. Clip. Ah. Let's put it at 200%. Good. Now we gonna... I'm playing that guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. And we're going to key out the darkness. I believe that's a Luma key. Luma being, brightness. Threshold. Ooh, if I go this far, something weird happens. Oh, well. Let's just move that cut off. There we go. Looks like... And then just a little brightness and contrast to make it a little bit darker. You're going to get sick of hearing me say these words.
Juden Sentai. Pun.
Okay, that's good, but I've got to speed it up a little. We want the smoke cloud to be going.
Pun.
And here, nothing truly special. We'll just take our text and we'll say right here, puns. Now the question is, what format do I have? An electric? I have so many fonts now, partly from my time as a graphics printer or graphic design, and also just from sheer need of, voicing ponies and Pinkie Pie Says Goodnight, trying to give them each distinct text. I feel like I had an electric themed. Ooh, although never underestimate. No, too dreary. I want it to be what they call sans serif. You know how on like some fonts there's this little tapering at the edges of words? Times New Roman is a big version. That's a serif font. Sans serif is more blocky. The letters just end. So let's see here. Probably be, let's just look for the obvious name like Shocker or Showcase, Shock Therapy. Yeah, that'll work for me. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And let's throw in a shadow of, let's say, I'm usually a fan of 80% opacity. And the distance is good. Not so much the... Yeah, there we go. I like a drop shadow that actually is a hard edge. And now to this gray nonsense. We're going full darkness.
Puns.
And then apply default transitions. Good. Looking good so far. Oh, Bob Barker also passed you 3300. Too many. Oh, what was it yesterday? Was with a trainer, and he said, "Hey, do you like that '70s show?" And because they recently did one of those sort of follow-up sitcoms, I was like, "Yeah, oh, is something fun going on?" No, one of the actors has been sentenced to prison for rape. Boy, that took the wind out of my sails too. I was like, what happens in Hollywood or in production that people think they can get away with this, or that somehow they're okay with it? It's ridiculous and horrifying.
Why didn't Gabutere eat the clown battery?
With that, I now need to make it tell a joke. Oy.
Why is Tagochi such a good volleyball player?
Okay.
Why didn't Gabutere eat the clown battery? Why didn't Gabutere eat the clown battery?
I'm going to use the music as cues.
It would have tasted funny. It would have tasted funny.
Let's see, how far is this? That is a perfect outro.
Why didn't Gabutere eat the clown battery? It would have tasted funny.
Okay, so now we need our Gabutera. And I confess, I need to get a screenshot of Jan Gabutera. So let's see here, downloads. We're going to open this with VLC. This was a fan sub directly done from the airing. That's why there's a timer in the corner. Okay, let's see here. Whoop, man, I had the perfect shot and I missed it. Okay, try this again. Wish that TV Ashi wasn't there, but not much I can do on that score. Nope, don't want to convert and stream it. I'm already streaming. File, video, screenshot, snapshot. There we are. Now let's see here. That's in my... Here we are. Gonna bring this into Photoshop. Told you get the full suite. I always feel like that's Carol Danvers on the loading screen. Let's see here. Oh, Grimwolf, yes, everything is always punishing. All right, let's see how well I can do this. All I really need to do is mask out the background. And maybe... I'm going to try something just to fudge the TV Ashi a little. But, first things first, can't really do this with the full screenshot. I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. And you know what? While we're doing this, I'll pull up Yon Pretzel, and let's see what stations I can offer. Let's see, chill, surprise me. I wish I could. Head bop and lo-fi. Summer's End. Well, that's rather appropriate. Let's see how this sounds. Cannot play this due to your filters. Okay. Cannot play due to my filters? Jeez. It's going to sound pretty quiet for a little bit. That's because it's building up. But do let me know if it's not sounding off soon. All right, so where were we? Yes, masking. And let me know if the music gets too loud or, well, is too quiet to be interesting. My goal is not to bore you folks who are kind enough to hang out with me. Or to make you feel like you're losing your hearing. What's that, Silver? Turn it up, Cindy. The nice thing about masking is that if you go too far, you just change the color from black to white, exclusion to inclusion. Don't read too much into that. And you can undo. Or you could just hit the undo button, but you know. Perhaps a bit louder, Pretzel. I mean, geez, we're now in the actual sound. Okay. Okay, that music sounded kind of funny. Remove plans for Monday. Actually, I'm going to have a very unique Monday. Here's the thing. I wish I could say that I was working more on my Jason David Frank tribute, but part of what I'm working on, especially on myself, is my home became terribly unorganized over the past couple of years between, well, the pandemic, conventions, projects, both video and resin crafting. It's all over the place. So I hired some folks who are expert at organizing to come out, and they're going to talk me through, try to get things a bit more on track and a bit easier to sort. Because the truth is, you can't really be creative if your home or your personal life is also in shambles. So wish I could say I was totally devoted to work on videos, but right now I'm working on myself. There we go. Whoop. I don't know why there are all these people talking over the music. There we go. There we go. That's much better. We're getting there. Khalid, you're looking forward to Spider-Verse as the most intensive movie since Endgame. I'm hoping so. I mean, one, I'm really pulling for Miles and Gwen that they can get a happy ending to the story. I certainly don't want anyone to die. I don't believe in the Uncle Ben continuity necessity. Or what? Or no, not just Uncle Ben, but also a police cop. A sergeant must pay it. I'm wondering how they'll get through to, well, the quote-unquote friend antagonist, Miguel. But in case anyone hasn't seen anything, that's all I'm going to say. We will go from there. But seriously, Across the Spider-Verse is out. You can rent it. It is a very worthwhile investment. Very dramatic. And funny. Actually, it's funny. As I was ordering a chai today, I thought, I really shouldn't say chai tea. Because then I'd just be saying tea. Although, in fairness, when I say just tea, I usually think of like black tea, British tea. Whoops, definitely didn't mean to do that. All right, TV Asashi, you did broadcast this. I understand your right to put your stamp on it, but I am going to try the clone stamp tool to obscure you away. Ugh. Well, it's kind of working. You know what? Need to make it pattern stamp? No. Healing brush tool. It's a little less funky. Then up from the depths. That's actually looking worse. Let's try something else. Where's my history? Window, history. There we go. What if I just took a little bit off the top and copy that and pasted it? Far from perfect, but let's see what we can do here. And then I'll just duplicate that again. Swordbreaker 12, why not just blur it out? That's a good question. And I will be using the blur tool quite a bit. But the thing is, when you blur something out, it's very obvious that you blurred something out, and it's distracting. My goal is to try and make this not jump out as much as possible, which, as you can see, is a bit of a tall order. This is where the blurring will take place. I mean, what was it? I was watching someone talk about a playthrough and the history of Cyberpunk 2077. And for the cutscenes, I guess they must have had subtitles on, but they blurred them out. So there's this big bar of just blurry mush. And I found it terribly distracting. Oh, very distracting. Rude. But if I blur this now, again, it won't be the best. And maybe just a little bit of that clone stamp tool here on the darkness. And a little bit more blurring. And there we go. Not great, I'll admit, but just enough that I think we can work with it. So let's save this as gabuterabyte.png. Why not? Large file size, I don't mind. Of course, I do mind that I don't have what I need right now. Oops. Okay, now I feel like I'm in the bayou listening to someone playing. Let's move on. Where's the controls on this thing? There we go. Alrighty. Reveal in Finder. Great way to get to what you want rather than where you are. Boop. Nope, that's not a... I thought that was like a speck of dirt on my screen, but nope. Not a worry, though. Okay, we're gonna have Gabutera right now, but we're gonna have him start off. Whoop. Over here.
Yep. Why didn't Gabutera eat the clown battery? It would have tasted funny.
All right, now, battery. Let's just pull up. I'm just curious. Open recent. Yes, yes, yes. We're all very impressed. Well, this is what I get for trying to fast forward. Okay. Video playback. Step backwards is... That was a step? All right, we're going to play it slowly. Nope. Dang it. There's so much blur happening. Really want just a shot of the battery by its lonesome. And then it doesn't even work. Okay. Let's just see if... Playback, normal speed. Openings are usually a good thing. Not quite. Not quite there. Yada yada, yada yada, yada yada. Here we go. You know what? I think that's as close as we're gonna get. And I did it again. Wrong button again. Goodness, I've been working on this for close to an hour. See, this is what happens. This is when you try to set up a template. Komodo Steel, I don't know what the deal is. Do I believe in Atlantis? No. I do believe, however, that there are nuggets of truth in the history. I'm sure if you did a study, you'd find something about Atlantis. But as far as I'm concerned, it is a story, and what you do with that story is what counts. I remember Hercules, the Legendary Journeys, pointed out that hubris was their downfall, kind of, well, to be honest, it was in the same vein as, why am I suddenly blanking on biblical philosophy? The fall of two cities, which archaeologists believe they actually found. Gosh darn it. Sodom and Gomorrah. That was what I'm trying to think of. Oh, Enderpup, you feeling sleepy? Well, have a good night, and we will catch you later. Hello, Jeff. I'm doing well. Just had a tiring week. That's the long and the short of it, really. Lego Meister, you're wondering which comes first, royalty or alicorn status? Well, from what I saw of the most recent make your mark. It seems that there were other alicorns who were not royalty. But, well, if you ask Opaline, she should have been. So, I would say that the two are not interconnected, that you are an alicorn, you may become royalty. Or, if you're not worthy or you're not the best example of your element, you may not. In which case, sorry, but, well, no, you were mean to Misty, so sorry, not sorry. Ah, no, that's too much. Ah, double ah. There we go. Again, an imperfect, but, well, not looking for perfection right now. Apply layer mask. There we go. More or less on its own. I don't have the spines, but I'm not sweating that too much. Although I am wondering something else. I have done a search on the website Vecteezy for dinosaur clown. Good Lord. Should this be the clown I use? I don't even know why this thing came up. It's not a dinosaur. It's certainly scary. I'm not going to go with this one. But it does not appear that there is a clown dinosaur. Let's take a look at just clowns. Oh, good Lord. Some of these are even scarier than the one that was trying to be scary. Here, you. You look vaguely friendly. I am just going to screenshot you because I don't need to work with the whole blessed vector file. And let's take you off. And over on the desktop. We're just going to make you smaller. Very small. Explain your smallness. And potato. So, where was I? Yeah, basically, Opaline confirms that being an alicorn doesn't mean instant, how can I put it? Instant princesshood. And in some cases, it may not even be fully deserved. Okay. Okay. Now, we're just going to put a little yellow behind this clown. And then select convert to layer. Border, expand, contract. Nope. I feel like there was a way to convert these to paths. You select feather, save via layer, transform selection, stroke. Well, that's what I want to do anyway, so why fight it? Good enough. Alrighty. So let's file, export. Kyoruger pun. Clown battery. Yes, thank you, Clown. You were far less terrifying than your counterparts. So terrifying.
Why didn't Gabutere eat the clown battery?
And whoop. Come here, you. There we go. Gasp, that was not what I wanted. Okay, let's just shrink that down because, by gosh, that's bigger than the mouth. We'll also rotate it.
Clown battery.
Position over here. Position over here. Whoop.
Clown battery.
And maybe a little further over. It's okay if he takes up a little bit. Actually, I thought of something fun here. From this point until off screen, and then from the same point over here to off screen. Whoop, nope. So hopefully it looks like he's
Eat the clown battery.
Oof, no, we got to delay that a little. Careful, Gabatara, he's gaining on you.
It would have tasted funny.
Okay, well now we're delaying it so much that I don't think it's even worth it. So we just gotta move up Gabutera's exit.
Clown battery.
Well, they also need to start moving at the same point. See, this is again, these are the struggles of animating. Timing is everything. I'm sure if I can get Minty to join me once again, which I would very much enjoy, I'm sure Minty would give me some good advice on. There we go.
It would have tasted funny. Why didn't Gabutere eat the clown battery? It would have tasted funny. It would have tasted funny.
Okay. So now the question, you know what? I'll put this to you all with a quick poll. Text for the pun or no? So basically, do you want text scrolling on the screen so you can read it as well as hear it? I will leave it up to you. Adam Leisman, you joined us after pulling a small work shift. Well, I hope you're doing okay and that it was an easy go of work. Okay, so far I'm seeing 83% in the yes category. Whoop, come here, you. Whoop. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing 90% in the yes, so. All right. Oh, from right there, I thought that was... I'm going to end the poll, and with an overwhelming 90%... Hang on. Yes is 90, no is 9. Who's the 1%?
Why didn't Gabutera eat the clown battery?
Alrighty, let's see here. Actually, now I have to look up the proper spelling for this guy's name. Gabutera. Oh, I had that totally wrong. Thank you, Ranger Wiki. We'll just source that, and then we duplicate, shorten, and I'll just put it down here, saying it. And I think I had a because there.
It would have tasted funny.
Nope, no because. Though I do want to counsel everyone in the marvelous use of the word because. It is perhaps one of the best words to have in a critique of anything. Because it's considered a signal word, a flag. You give an impression like, I really didn't enjoy the movie, okay? That doesn't really give anyone something to go off of. But if you say because, and then fill in, like, I really couldn't identify with the characters, or I felt the pace was too slow, then people are like, oh, okay, I get you. That's the part that will make people perk their ears up and signal a constructive versus destructive criticism. Now, granted, it's you can still sound a bit foolish, or the because may not give anything noteworthy. But I consider it a better thing than simply saying I liked it or it sucks, or something equally flippant. Delete that, save that, quit that, and now, oh wait, should pause the music on this because, there we go. Let's expand this a little.
Juden Sentai. Puns. Why didn't Gabutera eat the clown battery? It would have tasted funny.
There we go. Nice and short and to the point. Which, I grant you, the setup wasn't necessarily short and to the point.
Didn't Gabutera eat the clown battery? It would have tasted.
Little boost in the audio there.
Juden Sentai.
Alright, the Kyoruger needs a little.
Juden Sentai. Puns. Why didn't Gabutera eat the clown battery? It would have tasted funny.
You know what? I'm going to take away the crossfades. I figure my friend can add those in if he wishes. But for now, we're just going to duplicate the format and change it up for the remaining 4. So that way, you don't have to watch me rebuild these things from scratch every blessed time. Wouldn't that be something? Alrighty, who's next on the list? Ooh, look at how squishy the audio is. Squishy, squishy, squishy.
Why is Tagochi such a good volleyball player? Why is Tagochi such a good volleyball player?
Yeah, they went more festive with the dinosaur names in this one for the mechs.
What is Drakera? Because he can really spike the ball.
And this one we don't need to be nearly so complicated in our visuals.
Gochi's such a good volleyball player?
Because, see, there's that word again. Welcome, Evangelion007. You've missed me putting together a pun for a friend, but I've got 4 more to go, so stay tuned. Country Shape Media. Did I know that the guy who came up with Mortal Kombat Legacy show was going to make an R-rated Power Rangers show? I shudder to think what that would have been like, but I mean, this is... Mortal Kombat Legacy was featured Zero, right? The guy Phalus is always calling the greatest Mortal Kombat character ever, and milking that joke into nigh oblivion. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I believe I'm familiar with it.
Why is Gochi such a good volleyball player? Because he can really spike the ball.
All right, so our Stegosaurus, Stegochi. Ooh, tiny little guy. This is off the same Power Ranger wiki. But hey, there's only so much you can do, especially when you aren't given official images at high resolution. Don't need that battery, so I make a mask. But I'll have to invert it to keep it out. And let's move Stegochi over here.
She's such a...
All right, we'll have him over there. Have him come in from off screen. And then I just need a shot of a volleyball with a transparent background. Volleyball transparent background. Help me out here, Google. Well, it's a different color volleyball than I expected, but I'm not opposed to that. But of course, everybody wants open image and new tab. Okay, fine. You want me to take Vecteezy again? I'll take Vecteezy again. Honestly, everybody wants you to sign up even when it's for free. I mean, I don't think I'm crazy in saying no. If you're offering it for free, I don't think I need to give you all my information. Feels like it's a trap. So now we gotta take this into Illustrator and make sure, yep, no background. The things we do. I don't know if everyone might have a different view on, offering your information.
Why is Gochi such a good volleyball player?
Once again, effects. Let's shrink this bad boy down. I like this. It's kind of like he is going for the volleyball.
Volleyball player?
Maybe a little faster than that.
She's such a good volleyball player? Because he can really spike the ball.
I don't think I'm going to animate the whole thing because that will take a lot more time than this really needs. It's for a friend. I'm happy to help, but there's a limit on how much you can do in one sitting for an amigo. Which would bring us into Ryu Soldier and its character, Tiramigo. wonder why the Japanese are mixing dinosaurs and Spanish-influenced culture. Oh, well. Oh, Swordbreaker 12, that's the 6th Ranger. I could be would I be Tragic Dark or Misguided, or would I be like Abba Ranger with Abare Killer, who is pretty much an antagonist right up until the end? Alrighty, what do we call you? History, yada, yada, yada. Oh, give me the others. Come on. Oh, yes, I forgot. Korea produced Dino Force Brave, a successor. Never checked that out. I have to be honest, I'm a little iffy on someone else trying to take over. Gosh, navigating this is not as easy as I thought it would be. Mecha. Here we go. Yada, 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 yada. Oh, it's Q range. Oh, good God. I should bring this into view so everyone can see just what in the hoo-ha-hey I'm trying to go through. All the basic Tokyuger, Kyoruger. There you are. That's what I need. Boy. Stegochi. Just so I can check out their spelling. All right.
Why is Stegochi such a good volleyball player?
All right. I don't... Why is she's boop. Now let me check that there chat, see how everybody doing. Swordbreaker, am I the Dragon Ranger? Oh, for those who don't know, the Green Ranger of the Mighty Morphin era, Jason David Frank, rest in peace. In Japan, he was the Dragon Ranger, and he was actually the brother of the Red Tyranno Ranger. And he was angry because his clan basically got wiped out, and he blamed the Tyrannosaurus clan for that misfortune. So when he came back, even though he was supposed to be on the good guy's side, for a good while, he was trying to kill them, and no evil brainwashing spell involved. Oop. Because he... that's weird. Because he can really... spike the ball. So yeah, not a happy time for those brothers. Jerry Springer would have had a field day with that family.
Because he can really spike the ball. She's such a good volleyball player.
Okay. That's done. Boop and boop. All right, quick check.
Juden Sentai. Puns. Why is Stegochi such a good volleyball player? Because he can really spike the ball.
You know, I'm having second thoughts about the background of that explosion. Let's just try a little something.
Juden Sentai.
My keying comes back to haunt me. First off, let's take away the brightness and contrast. And let's let a little bit more...
Sentai. Pod.
Nah. Good as is.
Why is Taguchi such a good volleyball player? Because he can really spike the ball.
Alrighty. Whoop. So, little experimentation, but nope, I'm going to stick with what I've got. Oh, Jew Ranger's version of Rita, Bandora. Bandora's a tricky one. She is a mother who lost her son to a dinosaur attack. Yeah, the timing on this is bad. But she's actually more fun, I think, than Rita, because she's actually she's got that Disney I love being evil thing, and she just celebrates it, including with her own song and dance.
What is Toraikera's dream job? What is Toraikera's dream job?
Toraikera, that's a hard one to say.
Joining the Triceratops.
So she was a lot of fun. I mean, boy, giving you all a full history on Jew Ranger would be quite bizarre, but might be worth. Now, how should I put it? It's kind of funny. Jew Ranger starts with the ZYU, but I swear it all comes together to sound like a J when it's pronounced in the original Japanese. So apologies if I'm butchering the pronunciation or giving offense. It's not my intent, but it's the best I can quote. Let's see here. Now, I got a little bit of a challenge with the Drykera design. For whatever reason, they didn't include the end of that horn.
What is Toraikera's dream job? Joining the Triceratops.
But not to worry, for there's always a solution. Still tiny. Again, we enlarge. Boop, boop. There we go. Yep. Key out that battery. That pink is always at the end of the team roster. Number 5. Now, I do appreciate that Don Brothers was the first Japanese Sentai to have a guy as the Pink Ranger. He was also a terrible CG crane, but, progress, baby steps.
What is Toraikera's dream job? What is Toraikera's dream job? Joining the Triceratops.
And I know what y'all thinking. Oh, great. Now we got to watch this guy key out or take the background out of a Triceratops. Well, fortunately, no. I have this. I did it just before the stream. Haha. And of course, it too is tiny. For those wondering where is this from, there is a independently produced movie, kind of low budget, but excellently hilarious, called Kung Fury. And his partner, or guy who wishes to be his partner, is Triceratops. So, joke kind of writes itself there. Now, you also may wonder, why does he always duplicate the background if he's just going to delete it later? Here's the thing. I can't change all this into an After Effects project unless I do, I have some form of video to work with. What is, and again, I'm going to check the spelling because this is all kinds of crazy. Stegochi Graikera. Akira's dream job. Or as Coach C would put it, dream jorb. Oh dear, I suddenly realized that not everyone here has even heard of Homestar Runner. In which case, do a YouTube search. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Or do a search for strong bad emails. Now that was prime humor. Let's see.
Joining the Triceratops.
And boop, boop. And just a quick boop over here. Right. Now, let me see if I've missed any good questions. Let's see. Evangelion 007, if Bandura met Johnny Hammond of Jurassic Park and saw he was trying to revive the dinosaurs, how would she react? Let's see, she definitely has the hate on for dinosaurs. Then again, she could just become a critic of the series overall. No, she'd probably send down a monster scientist theme. No, wait, no. Bandora, she always went with mythology. So, what would a mythical monster who is big on genocide? That's a tough one. I'm trying to think of any world-ending monsters or something that would be big enough to take them out. Because it always started with Dora, and then it'd be like Dora Minotaur, Dora Skull, Dora Franken. Something like that. I like the idea of Dora Leviathan, Lego Meister. That could work. I mean, the Leviathan was the only thing bigger than dinosaurs. Dora Leviathan. I'd have to look, though. Ooh, Dora Basilisk. A giant snake with killer eyes. That would be cool. Of course, now if I say Dora, everyone thinks she's an explorer. Hola, amigos. Can you say World Destruction? Where can I find the Dinozord? Can you spot the Dinozord?
Juden Sentai. Puns. What is Torakera's dream job? Joining the Triceratops.
All right, we're coming to the home stretch here, folks. But we have to do the usual boop. Just hide that layer for a minute. And back to the video. Let's see here. Apep, according to Adam Leisman, Apep, the Egyptian snake god brought in as Dora Apep, constantly sought to devour the sun and was considered to be so awful that his worshippers basically his worshippers were actually trying to hold him at bay. I mean, at first I thought you were going to say that they were considered a cult wishing for world destruction, but no, they're basically like, hey, could you hold off for 5 more minutes on eating the sun? Like, try the Atkins diet, which doesn't exist yet.
Why is Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts? Why is Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts? Because he's a velociraptor. Gifts?
Alrighty. See, this all goes a lot faster once you get the template down.
Is Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts? Because he's a velociraptor.
Pardon me. But, man, what... I have to ask, what kind of a faith would you live, or how would you view the world when the being to which you pray is more about please don't kill the sun than anything else? And I'm sure someone could put a snarky saying about God, please don't send me to hell or some such, but I'm asking with some seriousness, what was their outlook like? Nothing I'd celebrate. I guess you would appreciate every new day as it's a sign you had survived. The sun was still there, uneaten.
Why is Zacutor the fastest at...
And yodoop.
Why is Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts?
All right, now gifts. It's hard not to say gif and rather gift. I need to check my vector library because I am very certain I have had a gift or a present as a file in the past, but I have to rely on Mac searching to get there. It's never an easy go of it, is it? Well, when my computer processes that request, let's see here. Dora Pratt, says Evangelion 007. Bandora steals the DeLorean and finds Chris Pratt. Oh my gosh. So he turns Chris Pratt into a monster. Well, he's been just about everything else. Adam Leisman points out that Egyptian gods often featured the concept of rebirth, which I'm guessing is why the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series chose Monster Reborn to originally be an Ankh. But yes, apparently, what I'm trying to say, that resurrection is a very big thing in that faith system. So, and death and rebirth is very much a cycle of life. The old you dies in many ways, and the new you is reborn. It may not be the death in the final sense that we attribute, but it is, of a sort, a death of the old and a come in of the new. And I'll just call this a gift. Use the artboards if you please. Okay, good. So now I need that gift. Oh, and I did it again. I navigated away from the main bin. Reveal in Finder. There we go.
Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts?
And let's see here. Our gift is, woo! have a couple of friends' birthdays coming up. Oh, yes, I should say, lest you think that I have nothing good to say about September, it is my mother's birthday month, of which I am, well, clearly I have benefited from that event. So it's not all bad. And, well, I know another friend of mine has a birthday in September. You know, nothing is wholly bad. It's just I have I have a few rough memories.
To preparing gifts.
Okay, right here. But how about instead of coming left to right, we go down?
To preparing gifts. Because he's a velociraptor.
Okay, need that background just for a little bit, and replace with that for fixed composition. Hey, Swordbreaker, you just celebrated your birthday. Happy birthday, and congratulations on turning 40. I can say as a 42-year-old, yeah, it's actually more fun as you get older. I know a lot of people hem and haw, but I'm enjoying myself more in my older years than I ever was in teenage. Mostly because those dang hormones settled down and my brain finished developing. All right, and once again, we must look up proper spelling for, whoop, that's not it. Zacutor. You know, my original pun was that if he quit the team, he'd be an ex-Zacutor. But I felt like that was too Pokemon. Gifts. That's my struggle for the day. Gifts.
Why is Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts?
Okay, I was way off on that text. The fastest at preparing there we go. And we'll just bring it down here as well. Because he's a velociraptor. Typewriter still. My most heavily used effect because of all the weekday puns now. That's good. Oh, did I not up? Oh, there it is. You drew. And right about, yeah.
Because he's a velociraptor.
Alrighty. Now for the viewing. Just make sure everything's copacetti.
Juden Sentai.
Clearly not. Ah, I know why. Because I neglected to delete the background. There we are.
Juden Sentai. Puns. Why is Zacutor the fastest at preparing gifts? Because he's a velociraptor.
So I'm curious, how long are these puns essentially now? Just shy of 13 seconds. Oh my. So let's see here. Sorry, Grimwolf, you're not big on kaijus. Well, hang with me for just one more And we'll wrap this up. This needed to get done so I could show it to my friend tomorrow. And, well, it is part of my fulfillment. But it's what needs to get done. I appreciate you folks hanging with me, even if this isn't your cup of tea. Here we go. All right. Last one.
Why doesn't anyone tell Parasagan a secret?
All right, I want that clap to be my outro.
Because he keeps shooting his mouth off.
So, actually, I guess there... Actually, here we go. Here's another poll for everybody. What weapon would you want to turn into as a Power Ranger mech? So let's say a sword, a shield, a gun, ball and chain, and let's see here. Trying to think if there's any others. Now they limit me to 4 choices. Sword, a shield, a gun, a ball and chain. Ah, those are also good suggestions, but I could only do so much. True. Boop, boop. Still find it funny how tiny these images are. Oh well. Now, technically, his gun is his tail, but even I'm not going that low-hanging fruit.
Why doesn't anyone tell...
Listen, and we'll have you come in from the bottom again.
Why doesn't anyone tell Parasagan a secret?
Alrighty. Why? Now, I'm pretty confident in my spelling on this one because, well, Parasagan is pretty straightforward spelling. All the others were a bit more of a flourish. This one's pretty direct. Probably because the character is a gun. You don't get much more direct than that. I was reflecting on that today. I'm very much against home ownership of a gun, or at least high velocity weapons like an assault rifle. But I also do see a sort of, well, I associate science fiction and adventure usually features firearms. And I don't think one is contingent on the other, or, they're linked. But it's a paradox of mine. I mean, those who have seen either the Sentai or the Power Rangers know that the transformation device is a double-barreled gun. Handgun, but still a gun. And I play Destiny 2, which features, well, lots of guns. Most of them really cheap and unfair in player versus player. Har har. Okay. All set. let's just do one final check. And
Juden Sentai. Puns. Why doesn't anyone tell Parasagan a secret?
did I... What? Why? Oh, I gotta turn on the visibility. Ooh. Oh, that won't work. I don't like that over his head. Time to break with tradition.
Because he keeps shooting his mouth off.
Egads. Well, one change deserves another. Let's see here. Visual hierarchy. I don't want people to read. I realize that this text is coming in later, but I don't want anyone to see just like a screenshot and misread the joke.
Why doesn't anyone tell Parasagan a secret? Because he keeps shooting his mouth off.
Okay. And with that, we're done. These will be ready. I'll show them to my friends, and if they like the setup, then I can export the files. But I think that's more than enough, and boy, howdy, I use up most of the stream on this. Blue Griffin, you thought Apophis was the Sun Devouring Snake. Maybe the same. We're talking about the same guy, but different names. I'd have to do a little research and double check on that. Although I do know, what is it? The Jormungandr, the World Snake. You may have talked to him if you played God of War Ragnarok or God of War 4. But that too is a snake meant to bring about the world's end. Let's see here. So it seems like most people would want to become a sword within an equal tie between shield and a gun. Ball and chain was off the cuff. I probably could have substituted another. But let's end the poll right there. I think sword is the clear winner. Borderlands had a gun on legs. I wouldn't be surprised. Swordbreaker, I haven't really gotten to talk to Firebrand. I figure he's very busy with his family and kids. So, I don't expect to really see or hear from them anytime soon. And let's see here. If I could create a Sentai team, there has not yet been an aquatic Sentai. I'd be curious if anyone could make that work. So I guess that would be my answer. An aquatic Sentai. Neptune Ranger? Now then. I've only got like 15 minutes before streams end, but I'm going to use them. Gosh darn it. Because you see, folks, I haven't taken a lot of time to be creative in my own right. I've been working on stuff for other people, including, as you just watched me put together, the puns. So I would really like just to work for a little bit on something of my own, an idea for myself. And I had this idea for a My Little Pony villain. So I'm going to work on that villain, if only for a few minutes. Or rather, I'll get started, try to do a little more after the stream, after I get some dinner. But let's talk about the idea behind this villain. I haven't actually come up with a good name for him yet. The idea is that this guy's a little bit wonky in the head. He really admires villains like King Sombra. He always roots for the bad guys. He figures that being an evil overlord is the best. So he would rather be, an evil overlord. Like Sombra. It's kind of his senpai. But here's the twist. This fellow was born to be a party pony. His magic is party themed. He's terribly upset by it because in his eyes, there's no fun in being a party planner because everyone else gets to have all the fun. So he's trying to be a Dark Lord, but can only use party-themed magic to do so. So he creates killer cakes, toy snakes that actually try to bite you, a giant gobstopper monster, and a balloon fortress of evil. It uses black balloons, very evil. And so I wanted to create him. So he's trying to be Sombra and failing quite spectacularly. So I'm going to use a similar Sombra color palette, maybe a little lighter. But still, he's trying very hard to be Sombra. In fact, as part of his background, I'll say he actually did have one successful dark magic spell, which was he was able to conjure Sombra's head from the ether. And now Sombra is, unfortunately, an unwilling advisor to this upstart, who's also impulsive, reckless, and prone to being cowardly. So he's not nearly as intimidating. But Sombra's seen if he can use this guy to acquire something that could allow Sombra to return to the world in full. So that's my basics right now, but I still don't know a name. What would be a good name for this guy? I mean, I guess I'd have to go with both his chosen villain name and his real name. Lego Meister, I'd probably plonk him in G5. Oh, no, sorry, G4. G4 is my jam. I'm enjoying G5, but, I know what got me into this, and it wasn't G5. Now, I also meant... Oh, let's also get some music back. Unfortunately, Keyframe is doing some work this week that requires her to travel abroad. I wasn't able to get her back to talk about her Mafia counterpart, but we'll hopefully be able to do that in the coming weeks, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Let's see here. This guy's a little bit tricky, but nothing I can't handle. Yes, blown to the ether means blown to smithereens. But apparently, even death by explosion doesn't keep Sombra down for long. I would quote that Chumbawamba song, but that's a song about beating your kid. I'm not going to do that. Geez, this music is a bit too mellow for me. Let's take it back to homepage. What do we got? Head-banging mosh pit goodness? Let's go with happy. I don't feel like having everyone break their necks. Ooh. Grimwolf and Rusty Heraldry. Party Crasher. Oh, and Cartoon Catgirl. Yes, Cartoon Catgirl, I think you've got a winner there. The Party Crasher. Ooh, but I'll call him Prince Party Crasher. Just gonna write that up there. Ah, man, I can't get these two to separate. It's always hard when there's a separation. There we are. And let's get some pony. Define main 6 colors, but really all I need is the mouth coloring. But now, okay, so Prince Party Crasher. I wonder, Party Pooper? I mean, we go for a triple P there? No, you're right, Swordbreaker. That does sound like toilet humor. Okay, so Prince Party Crasher, the PPC. But then we need to come up with a name for, well, his real name. He's the son of a party pony, an entertainer in Canterlot. That's why whenever the father took his son along on jobs, well, the kid would get to see how well other ponies had it. He wanted some of that. I also decided to give him a bit of a sugar belly. Partly he is threatening, he is dangerous, but people might underestimate him just on appearance. Okay, let's see here. Swordbreaker, his name is Harold. Although Commander Steel has Pity Party. That's clever. I really like that, but I also question what kind of parent would name their kid Pity? I mean, you're on the right track with a party-themed name. But Pity is not quite right. Not quite there. Khalid, I had a great time at Everfree Northwest. It was just wonderful to see everyone. Was a part of 15 panels, so I certainly performed for a lot of folks. Had fun with Cartoon Courtroom and Hooves Line. Bit surprising that we did Bronies React on Sunday. Now I'm going to turn down the music a little. Feel like I'm shouting over it. So, but I had a wonderful time. Ah, yes, Blue Griffin. The question of what those things on Sombra's head are actually apparently part of his helm. Which, if I understand right, so is this black streak running down the side of or running down the middle of his face. I don't know how he puts that on, to be honest. I think it'd be funny if the crown was part of the helm. So let's see here. We had Harold, we had Pity Party. I appreciate the sort of the dual approaches to humor there. One just so not an expected pony name. The other could see as a pony name, but only from very cruel parents. Very cruel. Let's see here. Grim had a good one. Sweet Joy. Grim, if you raise a good point. We have Filthy, Stinking, and Spoiled. Although, you ever wonder if maybe if Spoiled Milk's family had come with a better name, she might have turned out to be a better pony? I mean, who names their kids Spoiled? And then there's Sweet Joy. You've all given me very good name suggestions. I shall have to, I'll need to ruminate on them. I need to think about what really works well. Although maybe I should go with a magician themed. I mean, you know, magicians can still go at a party. Ooh, that's a good one, Cartoon Cat Girl. Sugar Crash. Mosh Pit. Good Sword Breaker. Now, Sugar Crash could be an interesting name. All right, Prince Party Crasher. You know what? I feel like that works. Cartoon Cat Girl. It works with the Party Crasher, and he changes it to instead of Prince Sugar Crash, it's Prince Party Crash. I like your thinking on this. Excellent. Coloration Parker Boots. You know, right now I feel like it would be interesting if you found out he painted himself to be those colors, to try and be more like Sombra. But I'll have to expand on that. As is rightly pointed out, we are at the 2-hour mark. And, you know, I really appreciate that y'all stuck with me doing doing all these puns for a Sentai-based fandom rather than Pony. And then, you know, I think it's good to branch out, but I also appreciate it might not be what you come here for. So thank you for that. I'll be back on track with pony-related content next stream. And hopefully I'll get Keyframe back so we can work on her Mafia-themed OC. But if not, we'll have something going on. I haven't decided what yet. But we're halfway through September, and I'm hoping for good things this holiday season as we enter it. But good gravy, don't start celebrating Christmas just yet. Had enough of that at the department stores. In any case, everyone, I hope you have just the best weekend and a ton of fun and good rest. But above all, take care of yourselves. Make time for yourselves. That's a lesson I need to put into practice. So, until I see you next, be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.